The second she does, I'll do just do the whole just finger up, and I'll just shut up.
That sounded wrong. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah. Sorry, that was pretty obvious.
For the love of fuck. I will say shush.
Monkey, I just want to say, as GM, congratulations. You can take 10 experience.
Thanks, babe.
Wow.
Just. I will say shush, and I will do the universal symbol for it. Good lord.
Alright.
And just basically just direct point up to the body. And basically making sure she just doesn't do anything.
You show her to it, and she sees the dead body.
Now, do I know who this is?
Nope, you've got no idea who this is, but it's quite a clumsy job. As an assassin, you know that the person who did this isn't particularly good at it.
It wasn't planned.
No, it wasn't planned.
Can I see a wound at all?
Yes you can.
Okay.
He's got a specific stab wound in his chest from a sword.
Right. Can I possibly with me being a weapons master, can I possibly use something to figure out what weapon it would have been?
I'd say that judging by your experience, you can just tell.
Sweet.
It was a short sword.
Okay.
Similar to the ones worn by the guards.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So. Okay. So as the body, I guess, is just pretty much hanging there.
It's just hanging out.
Yeah. I'll just get a bit closer. I mean, this doesn't really faze me, really. But apart from the fact that it shouldn't be on here, but the actual sight of it doesn't really faze. So
yeah.
Investigate the wound a little bit more. Can I just know? I just know that the guards have got short swords. I already know exactly.
You've already scoped them out, right?
Yeah.
You are professionals after all. You are very good at what you do,
and you're not stupid enough to just leave yourself, uncovered all the time. Drop your guard.
Right.
So you've already kind of had a little scout over these guys. I mean, probably when you were scorning them and stuff. So you've checked out their full equipment, and you've already gone, I could kill this guy in 22 different ways if I wanted to.
Okay. I'll look back down at Shion. This is a short sword. The same as the guards have.
Wait, I heard the guards say something earlier on. It was just a whisper, but it said something about they can't turn back now.
Okay, well, with that, he sort of stretches up a bit and cracks his knuckles, and just okay, what weapons do I have? Right. Okay, so which one of these? Okay, so I've got a bastard sword, a war axe, and a hand axe. Which out of the sword and the war axe is the biggest? I assume a war axe, probably, to be honest.
I mean, if you want to just know what does the most damage flat out,
sure,
the bastard sword does.
Oh.
I mean, that's the bastard sword is a really long kind of. It's like a great sword. It's wide, thick, heavy, and sharp. The war axe again is still quite big and stuff. If you went by dimensions, you'd probably say the head of a war axe is much bigger, but the length and size of the bastard sword is,
How big is this room? This room is quite small, I imagine. Or...
It is quite small.
Okay, well, I'll take out my. I guess the hand axe is probably smaller.
Sure.
Okay, so I'll take that out, and I'm gonna formulate an idea of. Yeah, it's alright. I know he'll come back when he does. Okay, I was supposed to say we need to get the guards in here and get some answers.
Ooh.
Possibly one of us, maybe you, also go out and just a request for them to come in and help.
Are you suggesting that she seduces them?
No, I I maybe think about this, because if it was the guards that led us in here that are the ones that did this, they're not going to admit to it.
Well, they will if we disarm them.
Let's not get into a fight just yet. Let's play this safe to begin with.
That's why I'm suggesting we bring them in here, so we can talk to them.
He says talk with air quotation.
Yeah.
No, literally the idea is to literally get them in here, disarm them, and talk to them. Find out what the hell's actually going on.
I just don't think that's a good idea. They could lead to more injury, basically.
Well, what do you suggest?
Hola.
Because my guess is they're either going to plan to kill us now or later.
Well, then I suggest we go back in, act as normal, maybe ask the other guards, not the ones that led us in here. Just explain to them that you found a dead body.
And what if they're together?
Then we'll soon find out.
And you wish to cause more blood and fury within a room filled with children?
They're not going to come out and kill a load of people.
He points to the body.
Yeah, this was done. It seems like an accident, really, to be honest. It wasn't planned. It was. I feel like it's really sloppy.
You can tell, but once it's a sloppy job, it was definitely done deliberately.
Oh,
People
right, okay.
don't just fall onto short swords.
Oh,
and
okay, fair enough. Yeah,
it was a deliberate action, but the people who did it aren't
sloppy
particularly.
work. Yeah.
This is another. Well, this would be another reason as to bring them in there, because if it was actually by an accident, it's better than just sort of spreading word and causing chaos.
Yeah, but...
Executive decision. What do you do?
Fine, bring them in.
You sure?
I
genuinely don't mind waiting if you need to, but
No, go ahead.
Okay, it's going ahead. Right. How do you do it?
right. So you said okay. So when I last saw them outside the door, are they literally waiting outside the door?
Pretty much, yeah.
So which way does the door open?
It opens both ways.
Okay, so say if I opened it inwards, I would be able to literally grab both of them and drag them in.
What's your strength?
Let's see. 10.
I suggest maybe not doing that.
I'm just interested. This is how.
Yeah, you're pretty confident in your skills that you could just grab them and drag them in here.
Because that will bring attention as well.
Okay, well the second option would be to get them in here first, and I'll stand at the side of the door.
Okay. I open the door and just
with Maxwell standing kind of like.
She opens the door
Sealed.
inwards. I'm standing behind it.
Yeah. My friend's having a few issues. Maybe you guys could help out.
He needs somebody to hold his arms whilst he strains himself. I mean, can't he take care of it himself?
No, it just seems like he's been in there for quite a while. I'm guessing he's going to need some help.
Right. Okay. Alright, in we go. And they both, casually stroll in.
Okay, so they've walked in. Have you closed the door? Or?
Yeah, I've closed the door.
Okay, well with that, okay, so here, with combat wise, how would this work if I just want to basically disarm them both and pretty much knock them out? I'm
going to say that you don't even need to do that combat wise. You've got the jump on them. They're completely unsuspecting. You can just knock them out with the flat of any of your weapons.
Okay, well, then I'll do that. I basically, have they got help? Okay, so but I'll just basically.
Do you want me to give any?
Yeah, visualize it for me, yeah.
Okay, so Shion gingerly opens the door and beckons the guards in, where they follow. She closes the door, and then a big looming shadow appears behind them. There's a, and then 2 thuds as they both just fall unconscious to the ground. And you see Maxwell behind them in all of his towering glory, with a flat of his broadsword, which he just shoved forwards. Basically, by the flat of it, I mean the part of it that's not pointy. The actual...
The hilt.
No, not the hilt.
Oh, the actual flat. Oh, right. That's it.
Yeah, the flat of the blade. It's so big that you can just hold it out horizontally and you push it out like a bar. And just immediately clonk them on the back of their heads and they just go straight down.
Sweet. Okay, well, with that, I will take both their swords and move them away, pretty much. Let's see. Do I have any like I guess like loose clothing underneath like all the armor and stuff? I've got like a shirt that's underneath everything.
Yeah.
Else. Okay, well, I'm gonna take the chest plate off and I'll take that off, and essentially I want to fashion that into like basically just to tie their arms.
Sure, you can do that.
So I'll cut that in half and just basically tie them up.
Do you tie them up together then?
Well,
Back to back?
yeah, back to back sort of thing. Yeah, both tied together. No,
Back to
no
back.
shenanigans.
So you do that, and after a couple of minutes, one of them starts to come to. Oh, what the hell happened? And his eyes kind of go a little bit unfocused, and then they focus again on Maxwell's face.
Morning, gentlemen.
What do you want?
With that, I'll gracefully, as much as with as much respect as I can, grab that body that's at the top.
Yeah.
And then bring that down.
His eyes widen. And he goes, What? What?
Right. Well.
Get that thing away from me.
Right. Well.
He averts his eyes, looking very suspicious.
Right. Well. First off, we actually this is going way too posh, isn't it? Oh my God. Okay. Hold on a second. Sorry. An emote got, and then one of the emotes got approved. Let's see if it works. Damn it! It doesn't work yet.
Ah.
Curse you, duck roll. Okay. Oh, and the other one got approved. DDD duck. Oh well. Okay. So when they come to,
There's only one of them come to at the moment. The other
only
one's
one of them.
lean unconscious.
The same refreshed the page. Crusader the designer.
Well, he's a designer. I have to trust him. Oh, he's a BTTV remote
Yeah.
approver. Oh. What?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me just quickly...
Refreshing the page.
he's probably the one that's just approved them.
He just said he was. That's... Wow. That was,
So,
Jeez.
duck roll.
Nice.
Did you just
Yeah.
see them and fall in love with them with their craftsmanship? They're just like, I have to enter this chat.
There we go.
That's exactly what happened.
That looks awesome.
Pop out.
Oh, come on, load up. I want to do
Okay,
this.
so it is duck roll and DDD. Duck. There we go. Yeah.
Well, it's DD duck, not DDD duck.
Sorry,
Oh,
DD duck.
Dee duck.
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 It's time to duck. Duck.
Perfect.
Alright, so you've just gotten down a body from above, and this one guard is acting very suspicious about it.
Okay. Right. Well, yeah. Okay. So he's acting suspicious about it. I have shown him it. I'm trying to figure out his character because I was going to go all investigative, but that's not really him, I guess, is it? Although no, he's normal intelligence, isn't he? So.
There isn't a combo of DD duck roll.
Okay. Also, you should be able to use those almost and other ones in other places now. I set it to go other places. You should be able to anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
If they have the application installed.
yeah, if they have, the fantastic app installed. Anyway.
Hi.
So again, I'm just trying to think of how you could do it because of new character and all. I guess he's just gonna kind of. Again, he's got the body respectively laid down on the floor. He'll point to. He's gonna essentially point to the wound. This wound is definitely from your weapon. A short sword of one of the guards. All of the guards I've seen here have this weapon. One of you killed them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's gonna. Okay, how big is he compared to this guy?
How big is he compared to this guy?
Sorry, I put that. How big am I compared to him?
Compared to him, you are very big.
Okay, well,
he's probably around about 5'4", and you're probably around about 6'8".
Okay, well, he's gonna put. Is he looked away? Is he basically looking away?
He's kind of like turned his head away, not looking at him in the eyes or anything.
Okay, well, Crusader must be going. He's on another crusade. Goodbye.
Bye bye, Crusader.
Okay, he's gonna grab his hand and put it on the guy's head and turn it to him. We're not leaving until we find out who did this. It was one of you. I know my weapons, and it was definitely one of the guards. If it's not you, then we need to find out who. But of course, you can understand we cannot risk it.
He just bites his lip and stays silent.
Considering your behavior right now, I'm guessing you are the perpetrator in this?
He still just stays silent.
Can I go over to wherever I put his... I guess I just moved the sword away from them. Can I go and have a look at both of them? Can I notice any blood on them at all? I mean, I'm assuming they've been wiped, but, is there any... Can I investigate a little bit?
Telltale signs.
Yeah, or if not, actually, could I hand it to the assassin, who might have a better job of noticing this sort of thing?
Both of you have a look, and on one of the hilts of the swords, you can see some little dried up specks of blood that have been missed.
Right. Okay.
Alright, I'll hand that to Shion.
Alright, I have a close look, and obviously see that there's blood still on the hilt.
Sorry, just going to point out as well. Can we cut from there to Monkey so he can do something? Because it's very unfair.
Of course, Monkey.
I'm hobnobbing with other people.
I beg your pardon.
I'm hobnobbing.
I say.
You're chatting with some people, and you're just having some good conversations. But the general tone of it is, we've been here for so long now, and I'd quite like to get to my rooms. Actually, there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
At this point, you've been there for about 3 hours now.
Bloody hell. Okay. In that case, I walk over to one of the guards and inquire what seems to be the delay.
They just shrug their shoulders, and they say to you, "Zeppelins aren't like boats, mate. This is the established prescribed way."
It's the prescribed way to make your patrons wait 3 hours?
I'm afraid it's not quite as simple as that. It's the first, actual flight of a Zeppelin. We've got to make sure that everything's safe. And he kind of smirks a little bit. That instantly goes.
Well, is there any facilities I may be able to use?
You can go to the toilet if you want.
Yes.
You'll be escorted.
I beg your pardon?
You'll have to be escorted.
I'm an adult, sir. I don't require any assistance in the toilet. I've been doing that for quite some time now.
He rolls his eyes
after
and
this.
goes, I understand that you can take care of your needs yourself. What I mean is that whilst you are on this ship and whilst you are travelling, you shall be escorted to make sure that you do not go to any areas that you are not allowed to go to whilst we are habilitizing them.
Very well. So yeah, I'll go out the toilet.
Okay. So you walk down to here, and one of the guards, walks with you. And as soon as they get through the door, they start looking around. They're just looking around everywhere, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Because there were supposed to be 2 guards there.
Oh, okay. Is everything okay?
Nothing for you to worry about, sir. Just go in and do your business.
Thank you. So I walk through the door or the bathroom.
You walk through the door, and you're confronted with a scene of Cheyenne and Maxwell, with an unconscious guard and a semi-conscious guard tied up in front of them, back to back.
What the hell is going on here?
I'm going to turn around instantly and again do the universal sign for shush. That's going to be a thing now, isn't it? Universal
That
sign
needs
for
to be an
shush.
emote now as well.
I'll just do
thing.
one with it's like, and anyway.
Hello, sir.
I'll get it worked on. Okay, I'll take my hand off this fella. You can, if she wants, you can talk to him about the blood. I'll take. What's your name? What's your character's name again?
Malcolm.
Malcolm. Okay, it's the easiest one to remember, and I forget it.
Yeah.
Believe, yeah, Malcolm.
Malcolm, mate.
Malcolm, mate. It's Malcolm, innit? You get me, bruv, yeah?
Frost,
So I just turn around to my, I
mate.
just turn around to my brother, and it's like, bruh, just
Love, mate.
mate. Look, we've got
Yo,
some
blood,
shady dealings
mate,
going on.
lads.
Anyway, no. I'll just take it to the side and I'm essentially manhandling him right now. It's like we came in and we found a body of which the wound is definitely from a short sword, which you may have noticed all of the guards are holding, and we heard these 2 particularly whispering something very odd. So at the moment we are questioning them of what's going on here.
That's strange. Is there anything I can do to help?
I don't know. Do you have any history with any? I guess I know him quite well actually by this
With
point.
corpses.
I know him quite well at this point, don't I?
Yeah.
I'd imagine
Okay.
so.
Well, yeah. With 3 of us in here, the guards outside might get suspicious. So, if you can stay in here for the amount of time, I don't know. I don't know what the. Maybe when it gets to a certain point, you can distract the guards outside, because it's gonna start to get suspicious if all 3 of us aren't here.
Well, it takes me 0.5 of minutes to take a dump, so I believe we've got about 5 minutes.
Only one will have measured that.
Alright.
Okay. Right. So I'm going to turn back round to these 2, and essentially get back to.
At this point, the unconscious person comes to, and the first person who became conscious is looking at the new addition, and a kind of understanding reaches his eyes. He looks towards a door, and his mouth opens as if he's preparing to say something.
Can do I have to roll something to get there fast enough?
Nope, I made that blatantly obvious just so that you could do that.
I knew one of them was going to do it eventually. Okay, well I'll get there. Okay, apparently I can get there. To be honest with how tall this room is, I could probably just reach over.
Yeah.
And
Probably.
I'm gonna hold his mouth shut.
And he starts just glaring at you.
This can all.
You get the feeling that you might be needing to put the hurt on. It's important to note that you do have an intimidate skill.
Okay. Do I?
Yeah, you do.
I do.
It's a plus 20.
It's only 20. Although it's higher than my swim, so, and higher than my climb. Okay. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna roll in. Do I have to do a thing like D&D? Do I have to give a reason, or do I just intimidate and he shuts the hell up?
Just intimidate and I'll give a shit.
Okay. Awesome. Less thinking.
Less thinking, more action, Anima.
Shit. 39.
That's actually a success.
What?
Yep.
This guy
These people aren't very hard to intimidate.
Apparently not.
So basically, you've got your hand clamped on his face, and he starts making some noises, and then you just slap him. And immediately he kind of goes silent for a bit, and then he starts struggling a little bit more, and then you slap the other side of his face. And he just brings his face up close to his. And he goes, "That's how hard I swat a fly. Do you really want to see me get rough?" And he just slowly shakes his head, and he just looks down, and you take your hand away from his mouth, and he goes, "What do you want to know?" His face is pretty bruised up at this point. If you want, you can give him another few slaps. Just
no,
for
I'm
it.
good. I'm good. Can we get some Bible thumping here? That's there we go. That's his face right
Go
now.
on, slap him, mate.
That's what he's like right now. Okay, well, I'm gonna essentially just do where you like grab the chin and you turn them like that. I'm gonna turn him to the body with the sword, and the sword with the blood on it.
He goes, "Yeah, I killed him.
You
He
did.
was gonna. He was having second thoughts.
About what?
There's a plan.
Ah, now you're intriguing me. This flight was getting a bit boring. What's the plan?
If I tell you, then I'm as good as dead."
You're dead if you don't.
Wow, blunt.
Wow.
We're gonna hold everybody hostage. Take all their money.
Who orchestrated this?
The captain.
Okay. Where's the captain?
Yeah, I ain't telling you that.
I think you are. Okay, can I troll it another intimidate?
Go ahead.
I just shout out.
118.
I would suggest you tell him, sir.
Get wrecked.
That's a open roll there, buddy.
Alright, well I'll roll again
Good
without
job, buddy.
the bonus.
How?
44.
That's 162.
Better math than me.
No.
Me too,
No. He's pretty much brute strength, this guy, right?
So you just take off your chest and go, look
No,
at
I
my
was
muscles.
I was thinking, so I've been holding him by like the chin, basically. So essentially, I'm just gonna be staring him down, and I'm just gonna basically keep increasing my grip, and just keep going until it's getting to the point of like, you can basically, I'm gonna dislocate his jaw, basically.
So you just start putting pressure between your fingers, keeping one hand over his mouth as he starts to breathe heavily, and he goes, "Ah! And there's a sickening popping sound
I don't actually break it because he can't fucking talk.
as
This is just a threat.
as his jaw starts to become dislocated, and then you stop.
Okay, good.
He goes, "Fine, fine." And he goes, he's on the main one, the main barge. He's on the operating bridge.
Okay.
It's right at the prow of the main one. You can't get there through here though. You have to go through the other guards.
I was hoping you'd say that. Do any of us match the size of these two? Like reasonably.
Shion does, but Shion is notably of a different sex.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have long blonde hair.
And boobs.
He just he looks at you and he
Plus, I'm a
goes.
young 19-year-old, so.
He looks at you and he goes. At this point, they'll be getting suspicious as to where we've gone. And he nods outside and he goes, "The other one's probably gone and alerted everybody else by now. You guys are as good as dead."
Okay, so let's see. Can one of us try and creak the door open and see if the guards are still there,
Yep. Gone.
or can listen or something, or see if
I could probably do that because of my stats.
I mean, you can just do that anyways. There's nobody there.
Okay, so I'm gonna basically stand up and turn to the other two. And say, okay. How do we go about this?
I'm guessing they've already started their plan.
Well, we can't let everybody here be held hostage.
No, we must stop them.
It's pathetic. What's the word? Well, I guess, you know, they can't work their way towards combat and they feel they have to hold the innocent for money. I think we should teach them the error of their ways.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I agree with this.
Cheyenne, I know you need to stay conspicuous. Actually, that's a good point. What is she? What? Oh, God, don't take this out. What's she wearing?
I mean, people are wearing all sorts of different stuff. You guys.
I
Don't
do
put-
have expensive clothes for special occasions.
Yeah, and you'd probably be in them. Everybody here is, you know, like quite a
Yeah,
lot. Quite
that's
rich.
what I thought. I thought I'd be in those. So
Okay.
At this point, you can see out of a window that you've left the mainland behind, and now you're over water. And the two guards on the ground just snigger. Go, ha! It'll be starting by now.
Okay, well, we better not waste time then. Cheyenne, I know you need to keep your identity hidden. So, if you want to try and figure out a way to keep yourself masked while we deal with these two, and then we can head on out. Okay, so he's gonna essentially look down to these two, and at this point he's really fucking bored. He is really bored. There's been nothing happening for a long time.
If you all get a move on, maybe something will happen.
Exactly. So he's gonna essentially he's just gonna slit their throats and just push them to the side.
Okay, you slit their throats. Done.
To coup de grace. Okay.
Pretty well.
Yep. He's gonna essentially equip his war axe. Bastard sword. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is there actually any issue for me using that in this place?
No.
No. Okay. Good. Okay. He's gonna.
You're sufficiently skilled to know how to use it even in cramped conditions.
Okay. Well, he's essentially gonna stand up, get that out, and just open the door and follow the directions of where they said.
Okay, so you walk out here, and then you open up this door. As you open it up, you see, contrarily, on the other side, another person walk in. At this point, there's only 4 guards in here, and a 5th one has just walked in. He's holding a crossbow and a short sword. And he immediately yells, "Everybody on the ground!" All the other guards unholster their weapons, covering the exits, and there's 2 directly next to you who kind of look at you and look at you with surprise. There's screaming from people as they get down. A few crossbow bolts are loosed by the 3 people up here. It's only 3 now. Hold on. There you go.
Right, by the way, did you say the bastard sword was two-handed or one-handed?
Two-handed.
Two-handed.
Although if you wanted to, you could wield it one-handed.
Would I take a penalty? I'm assuming.
You'd take a penalty on other attacks. I wouldn't recommend using it with other things.
Okay, well, could I do this then? So you said this. I've come in and there's 2 guards on either side of me.
There's 2 guards on either side of you,
Right.
and up the end of the room, there are 3 guards with their weapons unholstered, as are the ones next to you, and they've started shooting,
Okay.
Right.
So.
and people are starting to die.
Okay. Sorry,
Right.
yeah.
Can I be in this room right now? I need to be.
Yeah, you're all in the room.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Each other.
Right. I'm going to use stealth and sneak up on the 2 guards behind the one that's shooting.
Roll your.
And
Oh, they're all. Those 3 up top are all shooting, and these 2 right
Right.
next to you are moving to start engaging on you guys.
on us.
Yep. You just came in, not accompanied by any guards. That's already a
Right.
deviation from the plan, and 2 of the guards who escorted 2 of you out are missing.
Right. Okay. Thing is, if they see me attack, they're gonna know that I'm gonna head towards them. Crap.
Okay, so hold on. I'm a lot taller than her, aren't I?
Yeah.
Like way taller. Right.
Yeah.
Can
I mean-
right? Well, the plan that I wanted
Well,
in the first place is.
What I'm going to suggest you do first of all is actually roll your initiative.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that would be a good idea, actually.
100. Plus 60. 143.
I'm gonna do. Can I roll initiative as well? Or do
Yep,
I
you
need to
roll initiative too.
Everyone, I think, goes pretty much.
Roll 1d 100. Don't I get another roll? Oh,
no,
it's
it's
not.
only if
No,
you
no,
roll
it's,
a
yeah,
on the
yeah.
D- Okay, first person to make a move is Maxwell.
Fantastic. Okay, so what I want to do is the guard on which side is Makachi on? My left or my right?
Basically, if you want to imagine it, I'd say that you're probably in the middle here.
That's what I imagined. Yeah.
That's Maxwell there, and that's Shion there. I do just want to say you can make an area attack where you'd be able to hit both of them, and you could also do that without hitting Shion or Malcolm.
Oh, okay. So I was trying to imagine because what I was going to imagine was basically I was going to take this bastard sword, swing it to the one on the right because it'd be over Makachi. Essentially stick it into the wall with him on it, and then use another weapon to get rid of the other one. But could I just kill them both with one?
Yeah, you could kill them both with one.
Okay, well I'll roll to kill them both then.
Roll it with a minus 25 on your attack.
Okay, so my attack.
Your
with the
attack
bastard sword-
is
So that's 50 then.
exactly. That's an open roll. God, you've been good on those. That's 177. Alright. They will make their block rolls. Well, actually, their dodge rolls. They failed.
Okay. So how did it happen then?
And
Oh, you're figuring out. So sorry.
and 20%. It's armor type 0. Okay, so you immediately whip into action, whipping out your bastard sword. With one hand, you swing it across from your right hand side and immediately decapitate the first guard who is there with his crossbow pointed at your chest. You then carry on with the momentum of the swing, swinging around, slashing the other guard from armpit down to hip, severing him in twain. He slides down to the ground, groaning. You immediately spin around on the spot, and you point towards the other three guards. What do you want to say?
Nothing, just tilts his head and grins.
You just tilt your head and
Pretty
grin.
much, the whole thing, like I'm trying to imagine this in anime shots, which is pretty much, I'm guessing, how you're imagining this.
3, 2, 1, go!
Grab a hold and take a taste of my rich, lemon-scented justice!
Let's keep it simple, shall we? See you guys later.